Happy Thursday, or whenever it is that you're watching this. I hope you're having a great day, a great week. I wanted to talk about something specific today that pertains to a podcast I did recently with Dirt Dog LA for their podcast called Glizzy Dreams. And it was where I was talking about where I used to party a lot, right? When I first started modeling and all that stuff. And I want to share something specific about that because I feel it's very important to talk about. And it is the fact that when I was living my best life around this time, partying and doing all that stuff, I could not imagine myself ever going anywhere without having alcohol because I was like, oh my God, I need a drink because that gets me out of my shell. I don't feel like myself when I'm not drinking. All this bullshit, right? That I would tell myself. But I just the truth about that is that I never really had real confidence in myself, real self esteem to hold the conversation with somebody. It was always with alcohol that I needed, right? So it was my crutch. It was the band aid, per se, right? Because in order to really have self confidence and a good sense of self esteem and carry yourself a certain way and have a certain level of confidence to carry a conversation about yourself when you're out and about without alcohol, that is a skill, okay? It is a skill. And I say this because I have been able to cultivate that. And and I've been able to cultivate that. And I've been able to build that for myself and learn how to do that. And it wasn't easy, okay? It was not easy. It sometimes still isn't easy. I do have my moments, right? When I feel a little bit of social anxiety or whatever, but we work through that. I identify it, I feel it, and I'm like, okay. And then I have to talk to myself, right? And I'm just like, okay, we're good. We're good. We are good. Excuse me, confirmation burp. And you don't have to drink to go out and connect with people. I feel like that's become so normalized in our society, in our culture, in Western society, to have to drink when you go everywhere. There's literally alcohol everywhere, bro. I Before I got sober, I had gone to Six Flags, and I was like, when the fuck did Six Flags start selling alcohol? What? Never. I've gone to Six Flags, I don't know how many times throughout my years, teens and stuff, and they've never sold alcohol. It wasn't until recently. It was crazy. I was like, what the hell? Anyway, and then like it's just, to me it's so backwards. It's so backwards because once you even that, right? The alcohol thing in our society. Once we start to make health changes in our life, let's say we don't want to gossip anymore, let's say we become vegan, we start eating whole foods, for God's sake, like God forbid we want to change our diet and be healthy, and people start questioning you like, why are you vegan? Are you sure that's healthy? Bro, you're literally fucking drinking alcohol every week. You're drinking poison. And you want to ask me about my health choices? Where? Oh my gosh. It's just, I could talk about this all day, dude. Oh my gosh. But that's what I wanted to talk about, really, is the fact that you don't need to drink to have fun. Whenever I did drink and I would party like that, I don't even remember. I don't remember. I don't remember half of the parties. None of, I couldn't even recall one if I wanted to. None. None. And now, when I do attend parties or go to a gathering, if I choose to, a family gathering or anything of that nature, I remember everything. I talk to people now. I can connect with people now. I can carry a conversation with someone and nurture a connection and build the relationship and build the friendship. I didn't know how to do that back then. I didn't. And to me, it was alcohol. Alcohol was gonna get me on my shell, and I was just like this crazy party girl, and it's the life of the party. No, that was not really who I was. It's not who I am. It was just a mask. It was a mask. It wasn't real. What you see now, here, this is real. This is me. It really is that when you start to heal and grow, you start to unlearn behaviors. You start to unlearn things that you, how do I explain this? That you learned during those years where you felt like being a certain way was how you were going to be accepted by people and society and all that stuff. I've been ostracized my whole life, bro. I'm okay with it. And if you're here and you're still listening to this, then you're not alone. We're here together. I'm sure you've been before too, and you understand how I feel and where I'm coming from and the experience I'm talking about. Oh my goodness. I keep looking around because I feel, never mind. I'll keep that to myself. But anyway, I love you. You don't need alcohol, okay? You don't need poison in your life. A gentle reminder.